Last Sunday, we heard Jesus telling us and challenging each one of us to love our enemies and to do good to those who hate us. Who are our enemies? Our enemies actually are not the people, are not the persons who hate us. Our enemies are the persons we hate. So if you hate me and I do not hate you, you are not my enemy. But if I hate you, you are my enemy. And as followers of Christ, as disciples of Jesus, we always remain a student of our Master, who is Jesus. And one of the most important lessons that each one needs to learn is how to forgive, how to love our enemies, and to do good to those who hate us and whom we hate. In today's gospel, we heard Jesus reminding us that a blind cannot guide or lead another blind person. Otherwise, they will both fall into a pit. Who is this blind person who is incapable of leading others? According to the gospel, he is a person who is self-righteous, believing that he or she is good and others are evil. Others have defects and I am perfect. A blind guide is someone who is a hypocrite. What he says and what he or she does are in conflict. All of us have our own blindedness. Even bishops and priests, we have our own defects and limitations. Parents, children, public servants, even judges in court, they have their own defects and limitations. Does this mean that we cannot guide our fellow blind persons? The gospel reminds us that if we just allow Jesus to heal our blindness, that even our imperfections can guide and inspire people, for as long as we allow Jesus to open our eyes to see the truth, and in all humility accept our defects and limitations, and allow the compassion of Jesus be welcome and experienced in our lives, so that despite of our weaknesses, of our imperfections, we can continue to guide our fellow travelers who are also blinded along the way. And by allowing ourselves to experience the compassion of Jesus, it is this compassion of Jesus that will make us instruments to be humble guides in the lives of other people who are also searching for the light. This means that even imperfect parents can still guide their children for as long as they admit their own limitations and welcome the grace of God to change their lives gradually. And when they tell and guide their growing children, they will not guide them from a stance of pride and arrogance, but they will teach them, they will guide them in humility, compassion, and love. For instance, a father who has been to drinking in the early years of his life, and now he is sick, will tell his son or his daughter, you know, drinking is not good. It will destroy your body. And I am telling you that because I experience it in myself. And I am very sorry for those unedifying years I have showed to you. And now I admit in all humility that what I did for the past years was not good. And I am telling you, as your father who cares for you, stop that vice, because it will not help you. It will not make you a better person. There, even in your imperfections, you can still be a guide. Priests and bishops, now I am teaching you, but I know deep inside me, I have my own limitations. I know before God that there are a lot of inconsistencies in my life as a teacher of the faith. But every day, I experience the compassion of God. Every day, I am invited by Jesus to turn to Him and renew my commitment to Him. And when I speak to you, I do not speak as someone who is perfect and unblemished. I am speaking to you as classmates, as companions in the journey, imperfect ones, but trying to welcome the compassion of Jesus to guide our way. But we need to anchor ourselves on the truth of our lives. If we have committed mistakes, we admit it. We admit them and try to renew our lives and not remain there. That is why the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines to guide us in this forthcoming election, released a first pastoral letter on elections entitled, "The Truth Will Set Us Free." Many of us who are voters are blinded of money. We choose according to the candidate who can pay us. We choose a candidate that even if they are not good leaders, because of our self-interest, we vote for them. The Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines remind us that only if we anchor on truth, that we will become free voters. Only when we are not enslaved with self-interest, with attachment to money, that we can vote according to our informed conscience. A person who is capable in leading our people as public servants in the political arena is someone who stands on what is true, and that leader does not sow lies. Sumala sa atong mga kaobispuhan sa Pilipinas, neglect of truth is detrimental for all of us. For the foundation of a good society and responsible government is anchored in truth. Shall we allow that our children and the young be educated in lies? Can we afford to make lies become the basis of our laws and their implementation? What happens to a family or a society that is not founded in truth? Dear brothers and sisters, let us stand for truth. Remember, goodness without truth is pretense. Service without truth is manipulation. There can be no justice without truth. Even charity without truth is only sentimentalism. An election or any process that is not based on truth is but a deception and cannot be trusted. Truth is intimately related to freedom. Disrespect for truth is disrespect for freedom. When we disregard truth, we disregard our obligation to be accountable. Can we address corruption if there is no truth? We must be ready to face the truth about ourselves. There is no truth if we change history, if we distort history. There is no truth if we manipulate truth and becomes lies because of trolls and disinformation. We need to be a generation anchored in truth. The Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines give special attention to our young people who will be voting for these coming elections. You have a special paragraph for the youth, especially those young people who will be voting for the first time. And CBCB continues. Thus, and also in view of the coming elections, we call on you, brothers and sisters, especially the youth, to examine carefully what is happening in our quest for a true and just society. Engage in dialogue and discernment. Do not quarrel those young people who are in opposition to your position, but engage in dialogue, in discernment. Listen to your conscience. Be the ones to decide, not your parents. And if ever you listen to your parents, it is because you engage in dialogue as a family, and you made a communal discernment, and in prayer you make a decision as a family that you will vote according to your informed conscience, and you will vote for this candidate. We trust in your capacity to discern what is true and good. We all seek the common good. And in the light of the gospel of Jesus, let us follow the path of truth, goodness, justice, and peace, not the path of violence, vengeance, or evil. Young people, you are very special. You play a very important role in these coming elections. Do not allow the light of your dreams and ambitions for a brighter tomorrow and a brighter society be darkened by self-interest and manipulation. You have in your hands, in your conscience, to change the direction of our history by casting a free, anchored in truth vote for these coming elections. Let us choose a candidate who is anchored on truth, not on lies, not on corruption, not in injustice. This coming Monday, I will be joining the orientation of the Comelec with the candidates so that we will have a clean and honest elections. And they said that we will just place Bishop to give a message at the beginning of the orientation so that he can live after his message. And I told the Comelec, no, I will be staying the whole afternoon and I will be asking some questions during the orientation because this is the way to participate for a clean and honest elections. My dear people, I am doing my part as your bishop of the Diocese of Tandag. I am counting each one of you to take a stand, to vote according to your informed conscience. Please, let us make our province, our diocese, as a residence of free voters for this coming elections. And I hope you will not get tired that every Sunday I will be talking about this until the election time and even afterwards. Because our engagement as a church, as a diocese, is before, during, and after elections. That is how we help each other so that our country, our province, our society will continue to grow and develop and will become the mirror of God's kingdom here on earth. May God continue to bless us all. Amen.